I stay grateful and I try to stay humble, and I think that I pay attention to what is important and what is real.
There have been many stories and plot lines, if you will, that have filled up 2020. But one of the ones from the entertainment world that got a lot of attention and publicity from celebrities and fans alike was the situation with Ellen Degeneres and her daytime talk show. It came under heavy fire in a lot of ways, and as a result, many feel it could be on the very edge of getting canceled. So allow us to show you why Ellen Degeneres is being canceled from TV.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.
Number 8. Ellen's 2020 Part 1. To say that this hasn't been the best year for Ellen is a bit of an understatement, but like with most falls from grace, things can honestly be traced back to various incidents, not the least of which is the pandemic that gripped the world, and is still gripping it despite what some people might tell you in the early months of 2020. Not surprisingly, when the pandemic hit the United States, many places shut down to try and prevent the spread of the virus. This included shows like Ellen, who were used to having hundreds of people in attendance. However, because of the downgrade, if you will, from a large stage to having the show be shot in one of Ellen's many mansions, that meant fewer staff were needed, which is logical. However, again, Ellen didn't make that clear to her staff, what was going on with work, pay, and so on. And to add to that bag of madness, she hired non-union workers for her filming at home because they were cheaper. Now, things got a lot worse before Warner Media, Ellen's bosses, stepped in and righted the ship, but this would be the first salvo that Ellen took. Number 7. Ellen's 2020 Part 2. The second salvo, if you would, came from celebrities who came to Ellen's show to do interviews and then found themselves being exposed to the harsh workplace that Ellen ran, and how Ellen may appear to be cheerful on camera, but behind the scenes, she's cold and runs people ragged. Corinne Olympios and Nikki DeJager both stepped forward to talk about Ellen's state when not on camera, and that lit a spark that brought forth a whole lot of statements from people. Not the least of which was a security guard from her time hosting the Oscars who said that she didn't even acknowledge him and didn't even say hi to the man. Like, really? You can't even say hi? He even noted that this was the first celebrity to do this to him, and that's saying something given who celebrities are at times. And yet this still wasn't the end, because more statements came out about both Ellen and how her staff was being treated. Number 6. Ellen's 2020 Part 3. While the last 3 testimonies may seem like sour grapes to some, they were just helping expose a much larger Ellen problem, because more staff, both past and present, came forth and started revealing rather horrifying facts about both Ellen and her executive producers who help run the show, such as how Ellen would enter a room and everyone would have to clear out of it, as well as not look at her, which was stated by many other people, including people in Australia, during a show that Ellen was guesting on. They were instructed to not talk to her or look at her unless told to. Wow. As for the executive producers, they were accused of all sorts of terrible behavior, including racism, toxic masculinity, and even making advances on the female workers. Then, when some of them tried to stop the behavior, the workers were punished. A massive BuzzFeed article went out and exposed Ellen's show as not a place that knows how to be kind, and it sent a lot of shockwaves throughout the world, because suddenly, Ellen wasn't the person that many people thought she was. Rather, she was rather mean. Number 5. #Cancel Ellen. You know you're doing something wrong when the internet decides to rally against you and tries to get you canceled. But indeed, it is true. After the BuzzFeed piece and more allegations arose from both present and former staff members, and even people close to Ellen at points, like her former DJ, who acknowledged the racist behavior. The internet went to work and started to demand that the station and Warner Media #Cancel Ellen, and it got a lot of traction, even creating a story that James Corden was already being sought out to replace Ellen should the cancellation truly happen. Now, Corden would go on to deny this on his own show, but it is a curious thing to be sure. Obviously, the cancellation didn't happen, but something else did. Number 4. Investigation and firings. After all of these allegations and the social media movement, Ellen announced that an internal investigation was being had to determine whether these claims were real or fake, and what should be done as a result. After some time, it was found that while systemic racism was not a part of the Ellen Show culture, they did find enough evidence to go and fire the 3 executive producers who participated in the behavior that we mentioned earlier. They denied wrongdoing for the record. Furthermore, Ellen's current DJ was promoted to co-executive producer in a move to show more diversity in the workplace. As for Ellen, nothing really happened to her outside of making number 3, The Apology. For her debut episode of season 18, Ellen decided that she wanted to address and speak out on the incidents that were named and investigated during the previous months of 2020. During her opening monologue, she went and detailed it and explained her own take on things and how everything fell. While this does sound nice in theory, in practice, it was really kind of a sham. Ellen littered this monologue with jokes and snickers, and at times even deflected blame away from herself, like explaining why she said be kind instead of admitting that she failed to live up to that moniker. She also said she's a work in progress, which doesn't exactly fill you with confidence about how she's going to improve, don't you think? Past and present staff weren't amused by this joke-filled apology, and neither were many fans online. The former staff blasted Ellen for making fun of their pain and trying to play the victim card about how nothing about my summer was terrific. Even current staff noted that this was nothing more than a ratings ploy to ensure people watched the premiere. And to be fair, it worked at the time. Number 2, the ratings decline. Ratings are one of 3 major metrics that can determine if a show continues or not. The other is demographics and ad revenue. For Ellen, when she had her season premiere with the aforementioned apology, it raked in about 2 million viewers, but that number didn't hold steady. Rather, the syndicated daytime talk show averaged 1.66 million viewers for the week of September 21st, when she addressed the issues on air, down from 2.67 million from the opening week of September 9th, 2019, according to the first national Nielsen figures out Tuesday for same-day viewing. And while it's true that many talk shows are down amid overall declines in broadcast television, Ellen had by far the sharpest drop. And to be clear, that was just the first week. We honestly don't know how far it has dropped since, and it's honestly likely that it's gone and dropped even more. As such, if things don't improve, especially with the upcoming holiday seasons approaching, which are always big shows for Ellen, things could get towards cancellation territory. Now, as mentioned, there are other factors to success, and for Ellen, that third metric of ad revenue is huge because Ellen's show is one of the best around in regards to getting big ads. So it may also depend on how those ad people feel about the lower ratings in order to determine if they continue to put ads on her show. Number 1, the waiting game. For Ellen, her viewers and those who want to see her fall now are in a very simple and basic waiting game. Granted, it's going to be hard to watch this particular waiting game because of the hate aimed at Ellen, but as noted previously, there are a lot of factors that go into the cancellation order. The network and the owners of Ellen will want to make absolutely sure there is no way to save the show or elongate it so that they can make as much money as possible. Because as sad as it sounds, this is a game of money and numbers. If they can keep making money off of Ellen's show, which at present they are, they'll skirt this cancellation and just try and keep things treading water, if you will. But if things continue to go down, they may have no choice but to cancel. Again, it's a waiting game. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at the various reasons why Ellen's daytime show might just get canceled before too long? Do you think that the cancellation will come sooner rather than later? Do you feel that this is going to be more of a slow decline until Warner Media can't help but fire her? Or do you think Ellen will find a way to bounce back and get into positive numbers again? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time on the channel.
Just a reminder about our new giveaway. We're giving away the new iPad Pro or the new iMac Pro. The choice is yours. All you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple.